I really just want to like communicate information without having to explain some shit to provide context to the information beforehand. Like there's so much like nuance to the settings in this game, and like it requires way too many fucking words to explain. Like the FOV affects the size of the shape being created by the default response curves. All of the default response curves have a different shape. The shape of high velocity is columns with a gap in between, and the columns get closer or farther away based on the FOV. As I increase it, they get closer, and at 108 FOV, they're roughly this close. If I decrease it to 106, it expands to like roughly to where her elbows are, and it creates a false hitbox where I have to like free aim against specific character models. I've been messing with the ALC response curve, which all of these positions have different shapes also, different shapes and different sizes. And I've been trying to find like sizes that match up with what's going on with high velocity at 108 FOV. I tried parenthetical aim assist shapes like 30. 30 is a size that's roughly the same size. It's parenthetical and it's the size of high velocity at 106. 3.0 is parenthetical aim assist, the size of high velocity at 106 FOV. It feels weird because it has the same issue where you have to like free aim against specific character models. 4.0 is parenthetical aim assist that is roughly the size of high velocity at 110 FOV. It feels weird because it's extremely narrow on every character. I went to 4.7 and it created a parenthetical aim assist shape that is similar to high velocity at 108 FOV. I feel like 4.7 is the best aim assist shape that has that has a parenthetical shape, the best aim assist size for parenthetical aim assist because it doesn't like it doesn't force you to shoot specific positions in the body, and it provides like the assistance that it provides against every character model, and like specifically smaller characters. I don't really like the way those feel, so then I tried playing at aim assist shapes that are similar to high velocity. 1.5 ALC response curve is similar to high velocity at 106 FOV. It creates the same requirement to free aim against small characters. 2.3 is the same shape as high velocity and it's the size of 108 FOV. It feels exactly the same. I played at it and I wasn't sure if I should play at it. It was kind of like bizarre. I really don't like the fact that the gap of high velocity at 108 is narrow. I want it to be wider, but I can't make it wider without having like something inside of the gap helping me like deal with small characters. So I played at 106 FOV and 4.7 and it was like decent, but it was still weird because of like I don't like the shape of like parenthetical aim assist. Like parenthetical aim assist feels bizarre to me. I want to just be able to interact with the fucking like the character model instead of interacting with like a shape surrounding the character model. I'm currently at 1.3 again. Like if I would like to make this do what I would want it to allow me to do what 1.3 allows me to do, I would have to play at linear to create a circle, and then I would have to play at 100 FOV to like make the circle do what 100 would do what 1.3 allows me to do. But I don't want to play at 100 FOV. If I was to play at linear and 110 FOV, it would create a small circle in the like center of their stomach, and all of the damage I like it would feel like I have to go to that specific position in the body to do damage, and I don't want to do that either. Like all of the choices at higher FOV suck. And like high velocity is the one that like is like the least bizarre because it allows me to shoot head to like all of this. I'm able to do damage in like the entire like vertical location in their body. instead of like having to shoot a specific position in their body. Whatever. I don't know. The issue I'm having at high velocity is when the slow zone like overlaps with the column, and it seems like regardless of what I do, even if like if I increase my outer threshold to the point where like the slow zones are like no longer tangible, like I struggle to interact with the column because the slow zone is like overlapping with it or something. It seems like I need to make the slow zones be like the same size of the gap being created by the default response curves in order for this to like, not happen. But like I can't make a narrow column on the hip fire. I have to make a dot on the hip fire. I can make a column on the ADS with 4. I don't know if like I don't know if this shit makes any sense. I'm making dots on the hip, like I'm making dots right now to try and deal with like see if this is what I need to do in order to play at this. Like, I don't know. I explained the shit that I wanted to explain, but like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. I'm just trying, yeah, right.